Evening, guys. Before going into this article, I saw like a little one of the comments from one of the viewers. They said, "Why is it that the Democrats are ratting on themselves or something like that?" Number one, some of the Democrats want to stay out of jail. Like Mook, for example, he knows that he can be implicated. He knows that he can be brought to trial. So he's coming out with the truth now, or as much of it as what he feels like he has to. So what some of these guys are trying to do is to prevent going to prison. That's what I gather. Now, this is funny. Former CIA boss, Michael Hayden, and he's blaming millennials. Now, keep in mind, he's talking to a British news station, and I believe it's over in Great Britain. And this is amazing. This goes in the category of you can't make this shit up. The British reporter, he says, "What do you do about the issue of people inside of the intelligence community? As Mark was saying, there are 800,000 with top security clearance here, 21,000 in the CIA alone. Someone somewhere got a hold of these documents and decided to pass them on. How do you ever stop that from..." That's my phone. Sorry. How do you ever stop that from happening? And Michael Hayden goes, for a minute I thought it was a computer. He says, "That appears to be the story. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Let's see how this plays out. There are other possibilities, but let's take this as our working hypothesis, and you've raised an incredibly difficult question." By the way, that was like an Amber Alert, which is always over in Denver. But I'll look at it here in a minute. Number one, he says, just to share a number, as Marx pointed out, how do you make sure every one of them was and remains, which may be the problem from time to time, a loyal American? Beyond that, there is another dynamic at work here. In order to do this kind of stuff, we have to recruit from... What kind of stuff are you talking about, Michael? What kind of shit? Spying on people? Anyway, in order to do this kind of stuff, whatever he means by stuff, we have to recruit from a certain demographic. And I don't mean to judge them at all, but he's going to. But this group of millennials and related groups simply have different understandings of the words loyalty, secrecy, and transparency than certainly my generation did. Let's see here. So by transparency, you mean as soon as we shut the door, that's the end of the transparency. That's it. So anyway, he says, so we bring these folks into the agency. Good Americans, all I can only assume. But again, culturally, they have different instincts than the people who made the decision to hire them. We may be running into this different cultural approach that we saw with Chelsea Manning, with Edward Snowden, and how perhaps with a third actor. You know, I mean, okay, look at this. In order to do this kind of stuff, you mean like spying on people and killing them and blowing up their cars? What kind of stuff, Michael, are you referring to? Yeah. In other words, folks, they do all kinds of rotten shit. And they rely on the absolute secrecy of these people to not tell anything. And the problem is that every so often, someone has a real conscience. And they go, no, this shit's wrong. This is just wrong stuff. we ain't gonna do this shit. No, I ain't going along with this shit. This shit's gotta be exposed. God bless y'all. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.